Right, so now we have the VK7501K. I've got 5 battles in this bad boy, so we're going to try all 5 battles at the same time, and what we're going to do is see just how good or bad it is. I can then possibly play some Marabreca, but we'll see what happens with this tank. I've seen a few reviewers saying things about it being a bit rubbish and stuff in certain areas, like you've got the lower plate which is pretty bad, etc., and probably the cupola. But it's a side scraping king, and we've got a bucket. Why have we got like a bucket on the side? Okay, fair enough, a bucket. But other than that, it looks like a really nice tank. I'm not going to go through the stats everyone else has done. The only stats that people really care is the gun. So, yeah, we got 226 average pen with 490 alpha on normal AP rounds, which is pretty damn good for tier 8, but normally for medium tanks and things like that as well, because you can flank and shoot in the sides. Aiming time's pretty long. What I've decided to do is give it a vertical stabilizer gun rammer and enhanced gun lane drive, purely trying to get all that firepower a lot better, basically reduce the aim time as much as possible. I've got a 3 onto the 3rd skill crew, brothers in arms, and yeah, other than that, that's pretty much where we're at. So let's go. 250 armor on the front, obviously not the lower plate. It's this bit here, and on the lower plate I think that's going to be a lot less than that, because I've seen tanks on other people's streams pen that with about 100 and some 190 odd, so we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I think we're ready to rock and roll and crack on. So let's see how we do with the first game then. So as we're a super heavy tank and we can only side scrape really pretty well, I'm going to go into the town. Hopefully we don't see too many other tanks. There's another VK on the opposition team, but we're going to see if we can basically play this thing. Like I said, it does look good. All the German helmets are here, really nice. I'm going to try to go down the 8 line, see whether or not we can hold that position and then push. Obviously, everyone, if they've got this lovely set from the AMX 3075, they'll probably push around that mid ridge and then try and spot us. So we're going to go as far over as possible. Just going to go and drive down here. Their light tank didn't go into the opposition point of F6, to be honest, but fair enough. Missed out on all the spots and informing the team where people are going, but there you go. Can't complain too much. Helps us out. Looks like we're going to get there where we can get there. No one's getting rushed. Building. Yeah, so the cupola, it looks like it's pennable with the ammunition that we do have. So 226 can go through the cupola of the VK7501K. That's good to know. That's very good to know. Don't know where that shot went, but it's not that accurate, as you can see. Huge bloom. Will we ever hit the cupola from here? It'll be a miracle. Ah, 527 damage. And we've got HE from the VK as well. Very nice. Very long reload time though. But I suppose if you've got 490 alpha, which is pretty much the highest alpha gun on the game, then why not? Let's push forward. That's the other thing, because it's quite a slow, super heavy tank, you have to know when to push forward, you have to know when, right, now's the time to go, now's the time to do X, Y and Z. If you could get out the fucking way. I hate it when teammates do that. They just drive in the way and you're like, okay. The alpha again. Doing amazing, he's doing something. Don't know where that went. I hate it when that happens. So yeah, just trying to cross in the open. Fortunately, we have to. There's not really much going on. There's not much to say. It's a super heavy, and it's just slow, cumbersome. Nice big hole on the side of the turret. Yeah, kind of gathered that there'll be a tank over there, but there you go. 496, very nice indeed. You might as well move after every shot, to be fair, because the aim time, even though it takes about 2 seconds to aim, look, you can just sort of stop and then try and aim in, but there's no point. 15-second reload. Jeez, man. Really, I don't have the best crew in the world and I'm not running food, but I don't like to run food. I like to try and play it as though not with every single aid in the game, to be honest. You are super heavy, so you're supposed to try and get in there and make the pressure and everything, but as you saw, we kind of got penned, but it was all from the side, to be honest. It was nothing to do with lower plate or anything else like that. It was purely just getting shots. Wow. That happened. It hit the ground. Oh dear God. Never mind. First game, first impressions. Yeah, it's alright, but it's extremely slow. Yes, it's got a big gun, but the armor isn't amazing. It's... If I wasn't completely throwing it away, I would say it's quite balanced, to be honest. Right, let's play another game. Okay, so on this one we're going to go straight down the K line, go up to like J1, 2 and see if we can do support there. I don't think there's really a point us going up and into the cap circle. There's nowhere to side script and there's nowhere to sort of get yourselves relatively hull down, and we'll be exposing our lower plate way before we can even get a shot off, especially when you've got tanks with good gun, better one. This has got 5 degrees of gun depression, so that's nothing compared to the T29. Even the Tiger 1, the Tiger 2, so yeah. But that's what the plan is. And then I've got to try and fill in what we're talking about now, what we might expect, and what things might happen. Or I could just sort of play some interlude music into it. It's just such a... it just feels so slow. I mean, it's relatively keeping up with the IS. Let's go, yeah, good. Go around the bottom part, we can start shooting on these guys. Make sure I get enough. There we go. Don't believe that just missed. Went straight underneath. Come on. God damn this gun. God, they're useless. The Tiger 1 and the Scorpion G at the back there. Never mind. We'll get there, we'll get there. Right, we've got to push in. I think we're going to go up and over, and then we can just start fapping on people. We need to get in there. Come on, someone take a shot. Yes! I think it's the IS-3 or the EDES has got the damage. Oh well, we didn't win that one. It's kind of not really my fault. I mean, we had the Tiger 1 and the Scorpion G. He didn't really do anything. They sat in the back there, and I have no idea why. But that's the games you play, and that's what you get. Yeah. You know, I needed to try and kill that TS5. 2 shots that just completely didn't go anywhere aimed. It's fine. It is what it is. But yeah. Well, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Don't care. Let's keep going. Let's play another game. We've got another 3 battles left, and we'll see what comes out of it. So this is the first impression. I've only got 5 games. I'm playing the 5 games right now, and then we'll see what it comes out at and what we think at the end. At the moment, I don't know. It's the gun handling. It's not brilliant, and I'm thinking the Lerva's probably a better tank, to be honest, because that can side scrape, but it can also go hull down. Obviously to a point. And I'm not a Unicum player, but I do have over 55% win rate and a decent WN8. So no artillery, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the middle. But it does look, if you face one of these and you can shoot him in the cupola when you've got 226 pen, at least they'll go through, because that's what this gun's got. And we faced off another one, and it was clearly registering green, so it should actually go through. But then lately, I think a lot of people have been having these side shots, and it's just bouncing. So it's awesome. We'll go forward. We're not going too far forward, because then we'll get attacked by Jagdpanthers, Scorpions, and WZs. Not much to say about this. The team, obviously I'll push too hard with the team as well, but play here, to be honest, but TS5 is just bossing it. He's tanking the shots and everything. Oh well, maybe not that one, but he has been. Going this way because the North has lost, and we obviously need some kind of. Driving around, minding my own business. That's the 5 degrees of gun depression. Come on, just go Christo Ridge. No. Damn. I was hoping to just go rolling forward, but I've done no shots of damage yet at the moment. Just taken so much. There's nothing. There's nothing I can do. And that missed completely. Oh, at least that one did. It's a poor game by himself, to be honest. So yeah, unfortunately that was a bit of a poor game. Of course, it doesn't help playing a new premium tank. Everyone wants to look at it, but then everyone wants to shoot it because they haven't seen it all yet. So this was a pretty boring game. But again, I'm not a super unicum. I'm just your average Joe player. Someone who's, you know. Plus, I don't really like these types of tanks. Because, you know, the turret at the back is just not my sort of thing. I'm not very good with the Russian heavy line, to be honest. So. So there we go. A game, not a good game, but a game all the same. I said TS5 just bossing it. I mean, the man was just, look at that blocking, 6,900. I mean, I couldn't even do that. Everything was going through me. I mean, that's a tank destroyer. That's supposed to sit at the back of the map. This is supposed to go forward. I mean, that kind of shows what the armor's like on this. It doesn't make any sense. How the hell's that? It is what it is, though. That kind of showcased it, really, on that. If the TS5, with a good gun, rather rapid firing as well, has good enough armor to bounce 6,900, yet this thing couldn't even bounce a Scorpion shot, then how is this supposed to be, you know, the super heavy breacher type tank that's supposed to go to the front lines and just push through? Lead for 4 on that one. Still think the VK 1001 with the standard one on the Tech 39 Tier 8 feels better. I'm going to play it than this. It feels like the gun handling is better. The armour works better. Unfortunately, because we've not got enough gun depression, we can't do anything, but we'll have to go all the way to A2 position, which 2 artillery, we all know what's going to happen now. I was hoping to get tracked but not take any damage, but we got both. Bit of wiggle and we can push through. And the reason I'm coming here is because I don't want to get fapped on by Artie all the time. Ah, just wanted a little bit higher. We could have won. We could have killed that little bugger. Never mind. So we didn't do too bad, we didn't do too great either. Let's be honest, it's just been one of them games where, again, everyone's pushing in, everyone's going for it, and we've just not got anything in it. So we're done. Oh yeah, and obviously you can't do team damage, so that's fine. That was a good game. Artillery, though, you can get fapped on pretty heavily. So yeah. What's our opposition do? He didn't do too bad as well, but what did he do? He only bounced 800 and I only bounced 1000. So again, it's just a super heavy tank, but it's so slow. And unless you're side scraping like a boss with no artillery, I just don't think it's going to work. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens on the last game. Got a city map, fantastic. We can see what this thing can do, and we're going to go and take ourselves down the Banana Road. If you don't know what Banana Road is, it's basically the 8 line down, 7 line, sort of that bit there, really, in this location. If you see the cursor. So we're going to just take a right here, go straight down there, and then we're just going to hole ourselves up, and just basically not get farmed. Hopefully, because we're on a side where we can try and hide the cupola as well, we should, he says, have no issues. Because we can hide the lower plate, if we wiggle a bit, we might be able to bounce the shots. Seriously, guys? Anyone behind want to come push forward? I'm just trying to sort of play the game here, but somehow the IS-3 is penning me easily. Okay, so you can get easily penned, so that's fine. Let's learn that lesson. I think I was getting penned, probably over angling. Don't know, or just getting straight through the. Yeah, that was a bit of an unusual one. Maybe it was over angle. Could be. Never mind. Right, that's that one done. So as show, I was trying to be aggressive. I was trying to see if this was actually a super heavy tank, or you could just take it into a position and really tank it, as it were. But you can't. You really can't. So I don't really know what to say about that particular sort of scenario, really. I mean, this has got a tier 9 gun. It's got less penetration, a little bit less damage. The rate of fire is a little bit more. Dispersion's worse, I do believe. Yeah, it's worse on the Marabrecher as well. Marabrecher's got that as a penetrating point. The Lurva, I mean, it's got more penetration, but less alpha, higher rate of fire, better dispersion, slightly longer aim time. It says it's only got 120 armour frontally, but we all know that unless you're firing premium rounds or anything, you are not getting through these cheeks here if you're facing dead on. You will get penned if you're doing something a bit silly like this. But with a Maulbrecher as well, even this particular tank being quite heavily here, you can still pen it if you get it flush bang on, or if you even turn it slightly. And all this is like a pen zone when you're about this way, but then this isn't. It's all a case of, you know, they all have their weaknesses in some respects, but I just feel the VK7501K, I don't know, just doesn't feel like a tank that I would want to play to grind credits, or a tank I'd like to play a bit like the Lurva. I mean, this is, again, Lurva's not the best tank in the world, but I still feel it's probably better than the VK7501K. And yes, I got so far 75% win rate, but obviously that last one I was just basically pushing forward to see if I could, you know, get in a position that's relevant and suitable. But then you look at this gun, 220 average pen, 440 average damage. Again, it's the same gun that's on the Maulbrecher, and yet this is actually a much more fun tank, I think, to play. You know, and even the armour's relatively similar thickness on the turret. I mean, we'll play it and we'll have a look at the differences. So what I'm going to do is I am going to push into the town. That's where the objective is, that's where everyone else is, and that's where I'm going. Yes, it's a tier 9 game predominantly, and yes, we will probably absolutely tanked into by the Martian and the other VK4502B, as well as the T10, UDES, and Conway, and especially we'll see the T95. However, it's the right decision to do, because we are super slow, and this is, by the way, without the upgraded engine, so I apologise why I'm so slow. I'm doing 20 kilometers when it could have been over 30, but still, this just showcases the Tech Tree line. Super heavy. We do have the top gun, we do have the top turret. It's one hell of a small exhaust for us, what's supposed to push a hefty tank along, but anyway. And this is the gameplay of a Super Heavy though, isn't it? Just watch everybody else disappear into the distance and you hope that you get there just in time to do some kind of damage. I'm going to go follow the IS-3. I'm going to go see if we can support the IS-3 in the Eastern Deadline this way. I have a feeling that say the Martian might get there in time, or T95. Right, okay, well, that's enough of that then. Second that T95's there is no point trying to do anything else. Actually, now the MX-30 is trying to come down there, and hopefully he'll turn around. Here comes T95. even artillery's not even tickling the T95. So on that basis, I'm going to fall back. I thought the artillery would be able to dump on it relatively quickly, but that's not actually happening. So in that regard, let's move out of this position and get ourselves in a new position to help support these tanks here. Going for premium rounds now because they give you a lot better penetration of only 260, but it's better than nothing. And everyone's in the way, everyone's still in the way, still in the way. Can't shoot someone when everyone else keeps getting in the way. Okay, that didn't penetrate the conway. Must have hit the only place on a conway it wouldn't bend. Beautiful. Okay. So I tracked the conway. He's firing APCRs. The other one's firing heat. And this is tier 8 as usual against tier 10s. Seems reasonable. I was trying to showcase it as actually better than the VK, but at the moment I just showcased it wasn't as good. But we were having tier 8 games. That was a tier 9 game. Facing off against tier 9s. It is what it is. Come on. Yeah, so we lost in the VK one. So that's pretty cool. We've done that. So happy days on that front. So we've rental period's ended and it's all finished. So we can't send them to barracks because we just can't. It doesn't make any sense. Probably because we've got these guys. I don't particularly want them, so I don't know why they're even there. I don't know why I have so many of these things, but anyway, let's just get rid of these. And then I can actually go and play the lever. I mean, it's nice they give you 100% crew now instead of like before they didn't, but at the same time, if you've been playing the game long enough, you don't need 100% crew because you should have 2 to 3 skill crew already just by grinding. So if that's what you've got, why would you need this? It just doesn't make sense. I think 50% crew, because everyone used to throw them away anyway. I don't know. So, ooh, didn't mean to click on that. Come on. I didn't even click on that as far as I was aware. I clicked on this guy, but it went over there. Yeah, Marabreca or the lever. I think lever, because that one you can buy in the premium shop at the moment, and I think that one is what people will probably want to know what's going on. Right, let's go to the town and let's see what we can do. And there's another artillery. I just hope they don't foul because I'm driving a long tank and I think I'm not that good. But as you can see, we've got a 9.9 second reload. Yes, we've got 320 alpha damage, but we've got higher penetration as well, so we've got more chances of basically getting through more tanks, especially tier 8. And 2, 3, 4, there's pretty much no other tank on the enemy team that I would be worried about. Gee, God, man. Tank drivers. Actually, let's go this way. We're going to follow the Oni. We're going to back up the Oni and give him support. Right, here we go. So we're going to have a look what's up in front. We've got an IS-6 and we've got some other tanks as well. I'm going to go and push around. I'm going to try and get some damage in by getting near there and starting to push forward. We know we could boss with half these tanks anyway. We can take some damage. We've got higher hit points than half the team on half the tanks on the team anyway. From my perspective, there we go. Because we've got a decent reload. There he goes. It's got better aim time, it's got better abilities, reloading speed, everything. So on that basis, I think we're going to be alright. Can't pen him though, because he just showed himself a little bit, that was it. Damn, I hate this damn gun sometimes. Unfortunately, Oni went in it. I was trying to support him, but the rest of these guys over here, I don't know what they're doing. You've got 3 tanks against, I don't know, so many, and it's like, just taking the time, man. It's laughable, it really is. But hey, it is funny. I shouldn't have done that. I think I was too busy having a bit of fun and trying to basically box the guy in, but he came out in the end anyway, so yeah. I shouldn't have done that. I did think as well that our medium tanks were going to swarm and overtake, but they're kind of really taking their time on that flank, as in really taking their time, which is fair enough. I mean, you know, you've got to make sure you can get the damage done and finish off the game, but yeah, I was just a little bit surprised to take on that long, especially with the light tanks that we've got, how fast they are and they can cause interference, etc. Hey, it is what it is. But overall, I just feel that the Löwe is probably quite a good tank, to be honest. It showcases it quite well, that it was blocking shots. I mean, it blocked the Su-152. It obviously didn't block the Black Prince because it was shooting from the side or shooting directly behind me. And yeah, I kind of fluffed 1 or 2 shots on the IS-6. That was my bad. That wasn't the gun. That was me. So, I don't know. It's a tough one. The gun, even with it, it's the gun. It is purely the gun. Like the Löwe can bounce quite a few shots, as you saw. It can be quite a good hold down tank. It does have very good gun depression, so it can crest ridge lines and do pretty well. But I don't know. It's a tough one to talk about really on that one. It depends if you like these really low, slow, cumbersome tanks like the VK 001P. We won in that, but again, that wasn't nothing to do with me. We won with the Löwe game, so I mean, we came fourth on damage. We could have lasted longer and done more damage if we didn't just go ham in with the Oni as a bit of a joke. And we came fifth on experience. We got the same sort of damage as we did with this particular tank, but at the same time it just felt more fun with the Löwe. I don't know, maybe I'm the old school because I've had the Löwe for so long. I don't know. Is it worth it? It's only worth it if you're willing to pay the money for what I think is a brand new computer game, but you're just getting a pixelated tank. If you want to support the content and creation and the further works by Wargaming, then by all means buy it. But I still think even the VK 001P is kind of a better tank in some respects. I'd even prefer to play the Tiger 2 over this because it's just that bit faster. The gun is that bit better in accuracy. But that's just what I think when I'm looking and played this tank. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice tank, it's a different manoeuvre, it's away from the norm of, you know, front turreted tanks. We've now got a rear turreted tank. But again, if that's the gameplay you like, then by all means go for it. But if you over angle, you will get penned quite easily. It's not like the Russian object line. As I say, I prefer to play the VK001P and the Löwe, and I would even say the Tiger 2 because, again, just that little bit more mobility on the Tiger 2, even better gun handling on the Löwe, more pen on the Löwe as well on standard AP, so generate more credits if that's what you want a tank for. That's what I would suggest. Probably if you want one that grinds credits and that's what you want, I'll have the Löwe. That extra penetration value just makes all the difference. Don't get me wrong, getting a high roll with this thing is a lot of fun and you puts a smile on your face. But I don't think I'll be buying this particular tank on the basis that I don't think I'll get much use out of it. It was an okay tank to play, but if you don't have the team around you and the way the matchmaking is at the moment, it's better to play tanks that are slightly more flexible than the super heavies at the moment, especially when this thing was getting hit by arty. It was just getting smacked all the time for high 380s all the way up to almost 500. So yeah, I don't think this is probably going to be a tank for me to be purchasing in the near future, or ever, to be honest. But hopefully that's been helpful. Leave any sort of comments in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you want to. No one's going to put any pressure on you, apart from the monkey that lives in the closet. There's always some dodgy thing there. Thanks for watching. Peace out.